4, 3, 2, 1.
On the brakes, Leclerc has that inside line. Perez goes off the track, comes the chicane, off goes Leclerc, through goes Hamilton. Unbelievable stuff.
There you go. There you go. The old Max Verstappen is back. The old Max Verstappen. The one who can't drive. The one who can't drive. The old Max Verstappen. Taking people out in the race because he knows the driver behind him is faster. Breaking the front of his wing. Still saying it's not his fault. Max Verstappen says everyone can have their own opinion, but I'm the one driving. I don't care what anybody says. I'm in control of the car. And it was a battle between me and Lando Norris, and I didn't deserve a penalty. Quote unquote from Max Verstappen. Now, what's interesting is the biggest cheerleader for Max Verstappen, the biggest cheerleader, Will Buxton. If you don't know who Will Buxton is, go on Formula One website on the YouTube. Go on YouTube and then type in F1 Will Buxton and go listen to him for a few minutes. You listen to this nauseating voice. Very annoying. But there's one thing I say about him. He's the biggest cheerleader for Max Verstappen. The biggest cheerleader. He said today on the internet, I'm going to pull it up now, if I can pull it up, because I responded to it. He says, haven't seen that side of Max in a long time. No. You know the reason why you haven't seen that side? You know what the reason why you haven't saw that side of Max Verstappen? Because Max Verstappen has been winning races by 25 plus seconds with his illegal car. Illegal. Not legal. Illegal car from 2022 to 2023. So he's winning races by 20 seconds. That's why he doesn't need to get in no conflict with no other cars. The last time Max Verstappen was driving like this was against Lewis Hamilton. Remember the 2021 season? Go watch the 2021 season. You see what Max Verstappen's like. This geek can't drive. When he's challenged, he racks up penalties. That's all he can do. He's one of the... You know what? I would say, I thought Schumacher was dirty in his day. People say Senna was dirty. People say all these people were dirty. Max Verstappen is the dirtiest driver I've ever seen in Formula One history, ever. And I am a historian of Formula One. I'm going back to the old days. I watched all the old tapes, the old videos, the old one you see on the F1 website. I watched all these races. Max Verstappen is the dirtiest driver in the history of Formula One. Very simple. Very simple. So Will Buxton says, haven't saw this side in Max Verstappen in a long time. Late move under braking. There you go. Late move. So he's acknowledging it. Acknowledging it. That Roman Reigns says, acknowledge. Will Buxton is acknowledging that Max Verstappen is a dirty driver. Then you got some geeks that are on Twitch and YouTube. They say, 10-second time penalty is a joke. Verstappen literally loses no places, taking Lando out of the race. Yeah, this is some geek on YouTube, which I'm not going to mention. You probably know who he is, beginning with the T. This geek in 2021 season saying that Max Verstappen, when he was bumping into Lewis Hamilton, taking him out, he was saying, oh, it's fair racing. Because Max Verstappen's his friend, he says, not Max, because Lando Norris is his friend, Lando Norris is very good friends with him. He's saying, oh, that's not right. Max Verstappen took him out. Now, if that was Lewis Hamilton, and when Lewis Hamilton was racing against Max Verstappen, he was saying, oh, Max Verstappen, oh, that was fair racing, because Lando Norris is his friend. Different rhetoric. Very simple. If you want to know who I'm talking about, go on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter and you'll see the comments. But this guy will never, ever learn. Never learn. You've seen the old Max Verstappen come out now. The old snarling Max Verstappen. The one who can't drive. The one who has to take people out when he's being challenged. Give me 1 second. Nice. So, let's get back onto this debacle of a situation. He needs to be reprimanded. He needs to get a bigger penalty than he did. Lando Norris, I think it was the second or third time, because he moved on the braking. Max Verstappen in that one corner, Niki Lauda corner, yeah? The Niki Lauda bend. He moved on the braking 3 times. 3 times. They didn't acknowledge it the first time. They didn't acknowledge it the second time. They only acknowledged it when he took Lando out of the race. Literally took him out, punctured his tyres. This reminds me of the Lewis Hamilton versus Rosberg situation at the same track, where Lewis Hamilton and Rosberg were having their battles, and Rosberg went into Lewis Hamilton and punctured his own tyres. This is what this reminded me of. And that was on the last lap. But what it boils down to, nothing's going to happen. Max Verstappen got a 10-second time penalty for taking Lando out of the race. A 10-second time penalty. It took him a while to react. It took him 10 minutes to react. They should have gave him that penalty or a drive-through penalty straight away. But what they did, they worked at the timings like they always do. They thought, look, if we do give him a 10-second time penalty, it's not going to affect his position, which was in 7th at the time. So they gave him the 10-second time penalty. There you go. But before that, when Lando Norris passed Max Verstappen, Max Verstappen went off the track, not forced, and then returned back on the track in front of Lando Norris. Lando Norris did not push him off the track. Lando Norris kept his car on the track, and Max Verstappen went wide and then rejoined the track back on, and he had to give the position back. Same thing what happened with Lando Norris a few laps prior, and he had to give the position back, but there was nothing said about that. That just kind of conveniently went under the carpet, went under the rug. Nobody talked about it. But look, I asked Lando Norris in the press conference, how do you feel? That's another stupid question by the media. He says, look, at the end of the day, he pushed me off the track. It's not right. And he was clearly upset. It was visible to everybody that he was upset. It looks like he's probably going to go and have a cry. I don't know. But he looked like he just finished crying. But yeah, they said to him, how you feeling? He said, I don't feel good. Max Verstappen pushed me off the track. And you could see on the track that he pushed me off the track. I don't know what to say. And then the reporter said to him, you know what? Are you two still going to be friends going forward? Lando Norris didn't say yes at all. He just said, look, at the end of the day, the damage is done. But if you come to me and said he was sorry and acknowledge it's his fault, then I don't know, maybe, but the damage is still done. So when Max Verstappen got his interview, that they asked him about the situation of the race. He said, like I just said on there, he says, I was driving the car. Nobody else is. Everybody else has got their own opinion. Typical attitude, like he always has, because he's been dragged up, you see. His dad dragged him up, innit? This is what happens when you drag your kids up. They end up like that with no manners. They said to him, look, Lando Norris said, if you apologise to him, would you acknowledge it? And then you two could be friends after. And he said, no, it wasn't my fault. It was a racing incident. Nothing else, nothing less. And you expect that from him. This is what you expect from Lando Norris. I mean, expect this from Max Verstappen. Straight line brain. That's what I used to call him back in the day. A straight line brain. He doesn't know how to drive. He doesn't know how to finesse the car. He's straight in. And even the commentator said that's a bit out of order. So the thing about it, yeah, the situation that we're in now, yeah, it's not like before when you had Lewis Hamilton as a black man, yeah, driving in a Mercedes against white Max Verstappen. Them days are gone. And then when Mans used to jump on Lewis Hamilton, it was Lewis Hamilton's fault. Now we're up against a geezer who Lando Norris, British white driver, who the people like. I'm on about the commentators now. Obviously, we know that Lewis Hamilton is white. He's more popular than anyone worldwide. But I'm on about in the F1 community, in the little circle. People like the commentators and reporters and that, yeah, and the press, they love Lando Norris. So it's going to be very interesting seeing going forward how the commentators, how the media, how the so-called experts on YouTube and Twitch, who likes Lando Norris. Let's see how they are. Let's see how their rhetoric is going forward in the future, because it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. So let me see if we can bring that up. Let's bring this picture up. See if I got a side picture of it. Now, anyone with a brain could see there that he cut him off. Go watch it from the back. One of that had the back view of the two cars. You could see 3 times in that Niki Lauda corner. 3 times in that Niki Lauda corner. He moved under braking, and nothing was said. It's only the 3rd time when he hit his car. But I think deep down, obviously he knows. Even I know he was a bit slow, but deep down, I think Max Verstappen knows it was his fault. But again, he's never going to admit it because that's the kind of guy he is. He's just one of them, isn't he? So the race ended up in the end. Let me just bring up the final results. Let's bring up the final results of the race. There we go. Full results of the race. There you go. This is I've got to be quick on it because the football's on there. England's playing. So I'll be doing a watch along for that as well. So if you want to come on my channel for that, come on, smack the like buttons for the England game. You can see on there, George Russell, he got the win. So he capitalised on it. Fair play to George Russell. It was actually nice hearing the British national anthem again. You know, it was very good. I'm hearing that national anthem. So hearing that Austrian one week in and week out. Oscar Piastri with the 2nd. Carlos Sainz with the 3rd. You know, I'm quite happy for Carlos Sainz to be there. And that commentator, I forgot his name now, Harry something. I don't know, is that the new commentator, the one that's filling in for Crafty? His voice is nauseating, very nauseating, and I can't wait till Crafty goes back. So biased, man. He loves Max Verstappen, and he doesn't care about who thinks about it either. So Carlos Sainz 3rd, 4th. There you can see Lewis Hamilton. Not a great day for Lewis Hamilton. Lost a lot of time there. Got a 5-second time penalty for going off the track, and you can see that the commentators, that one, Harry, was magnifying it a little bit. But it is what it is. You know how it goes in Formula One sometimes. Max Verstappen 5th place, 6th place. So he got the penalty, but because he was way in front of Hulkenberg, he got the thingy place anyway. Nico Hulkenberg got 6th place, 7th place Sergio Perez, 8th place Sergio Perez, 8th place Kevin Magnussen, 9th place Daniel Ricciardo, 10th place Pierre Gasly, and there you go, Ferrari, Charles Leclerc, Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, Alexander Albon, Bottas, Juan Yu, Fernando Alonso, and Logan Sargent. So there you go. That's how it finished there. So that's it, man. That's it for this one. It's going to be a quick one. Sorry, because the football is about to start, and it's actually started. So I'm going to be heading off. I'm going to do the watch along. So remember to come over to my channel again now to watch the watch along of England and Slovakia. See you later, guys. Sorry it was a quick one, but I had to get it in anyway. Is what it is. See you later, guys. Bye.